right, guys, welcome back to another daily vlog. I know that it takes me a while to post, but I'm just a busy mom of two going to school, and I just finished my spring semester. So I took the 2 weeks of break and did nothing because I also have a podcast with my best friend. So I have my hands in a whole lot of different pots. Anyway, on this day, it was my little sister's wedding, which I missed, and I was really sad about it. We missed it because my husband's job wouldn't give him the day off, which is life. But I was really sad about it. Everything came out beautiful. She looked beautiful. Everything was beautiful. Um, but I really wanted to talk about on this video about a couple of different things. One being about my son. So my son is taking a couple of therapy for speech and play therapy. And recently we've came across the issue that he's having these meltdowns. I don't know what the real term for it is, but it's like over the top. It's not a tantrum. It's not him being bad or spoiled. It's like beyond that. We're past that. So I've been struggling a lot with how to handle that. I've spoken to his therapist. I'm going to speak to his pediatrician and maybe get him evaluated to see what's going on. If you hear little giggles and mommies and stuff, my daughter is playing in the dining room and I'm sitting in the living room and my son is taking a nap. Anyway, I just wanted to touch base on that because I don't think I've been around people in my family who actually think like I do as far as my children's development. I am very involved. I want to know what's going on. I want to help them the best way that I can. And before I moved, there was this whole thing that I'm spoiling my kids, or that, oh, they're just being bad, and we're Spanish, so the boomers automatically go to, they just need a spanking, or they just need to be put on timeout. And I've tried the timeout, but I feel like I'm putting him on timeout for just expressing himself and his emotions. He's 2.5. Well, no, not 2.5. Well, a little bit over 2.5. And he just started speaking and he just started expressing all of these things. So I feel like timeout is not really appropriate. So I'm just happy that I'm gonna get him evaluated. On the other hand, I'm about to start my fall semester, and I don't know who told me to take 4 classes, but I sure did. And today we went to the school, we got a books. It's the first time I go on campus, and it was the cutest little campus. I can't wait to fall semester so I can actually take classes in person. But for now, I just can't because Cece, my daughter, still not in school, and my son is going through what he's going through, and I don't think it's appropriate for him to go to a daycare or bring in a third party to watch him when I don't even know what's going on and how to adjust, not how to control it, because it's not about control, but I don't even know how to manage a lot of the things that a lot of the emotions he's going through. Now here you see, this is the first time I show you guys my front yard. It's huge. And we don't even enjoy it because it's filled with fire ants, so we don't really go down there. They have a 4-wheeler, but even when they go on that, it's like they're getting bit, so we try to avoid it at all cost. But yeah, this day I was really in a good mood. I put on music while I was cleaning, And I was dancing with my son. My daughter's not really, she was doing her own thing. But I say that to say this. This is not the person that is in this home every day. Sometimes I am so exhausted just going through the motions of my son going through his outbursts or episodes, what they call it, that I could barely get through dinner. By the time dinner comes around, I am pooped. Oh, he just woke up. Anyway, it's just fun to see myself in these videos having a good time because I don't really acknowledge when I'm having a good time, if that makes sense. There's times that I am happy throughout the day, but I don't really see myself being happy. And I think that a lot of the times, even though I'm happy, something goes on that it takes my attention away from my own little moment of happiness, and then I just have to go into like mom mode, fix it mode, routine mode, and that can get very boring, very um predictive, and I don't know, it's just a big change from going from not having any children to having one and then right after having the second. And my husband and I were talking about it this morning, like, oh, I remember when we used to just call each other, like, what are you doing? You're like laying on the bed watching TV or playing a video game or about to go get coffee. Like, although those things are still doable, they seem so unobtainable to us at the moment just because we don't have any wiggle room to go do these things. And because of my son's episodes, I have to be very selective where I take him, where he doesn't get overstimulated quickly. For example, the supermarket is very overstimulating for him. We're trying to do noise canceling headphones to see if it's the headphones. Anyway, so we're trying to take him places where they're not so stimulating. So he went to the bookstore today with me and he was fine for a few seconds, but once he started seeing how many things they had going on in there, his mind, you can see his eyes darting from side to side. Recording while they're up and trying to be toddlers because they're only 3 and 2 is has to be the most difficult thing I've ever tried to accomplish. But anyway, I was saying, like, these little moments like this, when I go back and edit my videos and see myself dancing or playing with my children, it just brings me so much joy and just solidifies the fact that although I don't see it in the moment, like, I do enjoy being a parent. Sometimes it's difficult, sometimes it's overwhelming. I myself have some sensory issues and overstimulation, and it's really hard for me to sometimes get a break because my husband works all day. Lately, he's been working every single day, like Sunday to Sunday. So I don't really get a break. And trying to find a happy medium with being the primary parent and also not forgetting to take care of myself has been one of the most challenging things that I've had to learn as a mom. Because, like I said, I'm a student, I'm a mom, I have this YouTube channel, I have a podcast, I make coloring books and planners to sell on Amazon. So, like, I have all of these different hats aside from the hats that come with being a parent. And sometimes it's really easy for me to just sink into a hole and forget to take care of myself. And as a mom, you have to take care of yourself. You have to pour into yourself, because there's no possible way that you can pour into anyone else if you're empty. And these are just the moments that I like, that fill my cup. This is the next day. I had to clean this toy room. This is not a bed that anyone sleeps on. It's just a day bed sort of thing. So my son does his therapies in here. They have playtime in here. I know y'all see them making a mess while I'm cleaning. Always. It took me way too long to clean this room. But yeah, thank you guys for coming in and tuning in and watching the video. I hope you come back. Please leave a comment if you made it all the way through. Leave a toy comment. And I will see you next week for the next video.